So, welcome to the practice. Okay, what can I do for you, sir?
Having an issue with my tongue swelling. My tonsils swell, and then my tongue swells after that, and I keep biting into my tongue, so it's very painful.
Okay, so I don't think that speech impediment is deliberate, so your tongue really is swollen there. Okay, so how long have you been having that problem right now?
The swelling of the tonsil for about 3 years. The tongue for about a year and a half.
Okay, so tonsils past 3 years, and the tongue a year and a half. Got it. Okay. Okay, go ahead. Stick your tongue out as much as possible. Okay, so I'm already starting seeing some issues already. Okay, you see the tongue is twitching, and you see these ridges over here. Okay, that's a hypoglossal nerve involvement. Okay, so in other words, the muscles in your tongue is not getting enough nerve function to it. So actually, in a way, it's spasming a little bit. That's when you see those ridges over there. Okay. Now another test we could do is this. Okay, go ahead. Push against my finger over here, hard as you can with your tongue. Okay. No, hard as you can. Push hard. No, just keep it there, much as possible. Good. Left side. Do you feel the difference there?
Yeah.
Okay. Right side again. See, it's nice and strong. Left. See that? It's weaker.
Yeah, it's weaker.
Okay. So now this help isolate a little more. That allows me to determine. Says, okay, we have to investigate what's going on the left side of the hypoglossal nerve. So this is what we were talking about before. Is the hypoglossal nerve. Okay. That nerve is the nerve that goes into your tongue. Okay. There's a left side and a right side. As you noted, we just tested on both sides. Okay. Right now, your left hypoglossal nerve is weaker than your right. Okay. So that's why it's like having you push down as hard as you can. It wasn't as strong compared to the right side. And also, we also could tell that both sides of the nerves are affected because we've seen those ridges, those muscle spasms in your tongue. Now, this is not a full palsy. That means if the nerve was completely shut off, okay, the tongue will go to the side. Okay, we don't see that. You're able to stick the tongue straight out. But also, as you know, as you saw yourself as well, and the viewers, that tongue was very swollen. Yeah. Okay. So that tells me, it says, no, that nerve is not working as well as it should be. So we're going to investigate what's going on. Now, here's the thing, though. What's interesting enough is that the cranial nerve 12 you see over here. That's what this nerve is over here. Okay. It comes from the brain stem over here. Okay. Branches off. Okay. But what I found that there's also the nerve roots, okay? Even though it's supposed to be way up here, okay? Actually, clinically, as you saw, in the previous YouTube video, that's what brought you in the first place. No, actually, it's the parasympathetic and sympathetic nerve branches. They still go a little bit lower, and it's actually the mid part of the neck. Okay. This is the area that's usually involved with the hypoglossal nerve. So I'm going to investigate real closely on you, see if that really is the case. And let's take a look and see what's going on. Okay. Now, the first step in the Gonstead analysis is that we want to look for any of that particular defense mechanism what your body is doing to protect yourself. So to explain what's going on is this, with this model over here, when the structure itself misaligns over here, no different like your neck. If your neck is like going like this way, the muscles on the right side will fire and try to tighten up to recenter and relevel the head. Okay. In addition to, when you guys knocked up like this, not only the muscle spasm try to stabilize and pull it back in alignment, your body also starts that inflammatory response to try to introduce more fluid in the area. It acts like an airbag to stabilize it. But there's a trade-off. All that fluid is going to pinch the nerve. All right, so that's what we're going to investigate. We want to see which side of these nerve roots is involved on you. So, two major things we're looking on you right now. We're going to look for that muscle spasm, which side's tight, and the other side's going to be looser. Okay. Another thing is I'm also going to look for that huge, big swelling that's trying to stabilize that joint. Okay. And that's what we're going to investigate on you. In addition to, we're also going to use instrumentation because when there's an inflammatory response, damaged tissues starts that inflammatory response, there's going to be more increased vascular supply, meaning more blood's going in the area to bring in more nutrients, more white blood cells to start repairing the area. And because there's more blood in the area, it's going to give off more heat. There's a device that's going to help isolate the level, which one's the particular one we need to focus on. So I'm already feeling your traps over here. They're really engaged. They're very tight over here. Same thing with your neck. See, with your levator scaps, it's also tight. All the cervical muscles, it's a lot more tighter on the left-hand side than versus the left. Do you feel that? Muscle spasm here? Yeah. So we'll take a look what's going on that one over here. So you got one heck of a little swelling right here on the left side, and kind of decent on the right side. Now let's see what are the potential areas we're looking at. Got one swelling right there. Okay, you got a lot of pulling right over here, this level. Okay, not too bad there. So right now we're scanning your spine with this device. We found a potential reading at that level. Not too bad. So here we have a reading here. All right, so let's take a look. Not too bad. Yeah, the left side a little bit stuck there, but not too bad. So right now I'm overlaying the data. I'm seeing an X-ray to your spine. How's that fellow right there? Tender a bit?
A little bit.
How about this fellow right here?
A little bit more.
Yeah, there's that fifth lumbar there. How's this fellow right here?
For a second.
Yeah, there's that sixth dorsal right there. Okay, now we're feeling for that swollen joint capsule. Feel that big knot right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tender right there? Pain?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah. So you don't have too much over there. So now we're going to check the biomechanical integrity. Everything should be moving. How's that fellow right there? Tender?
Yes.
See, that's your fourth cervical. So you know it's not moving too well right there. All right. Now, taking a look at your pelvis over here. Granted, even though on the examination we found that the left hip is fixated, but I'm seeing it's more or less kind of just leveled. However, when we challenged and tested your fifth lumbar, which is very inferior and swollen over here, in addition to your nerve is being irritated because the tunnels are this big, but it keeps on getting smaller, and it's really small on this one over here. So this nerve, because it supplies nerve power to the hip, that could be the possible reason why this is locking up, and it's giving that false positive. So I'm not going to be adjusting this one over here. In addition to, I'm seeing all this bowel gas, all because that fifth lumbar nerve, see over here? So got all this bowel gas. This nerve also controls your large intestines. So it leaves even more credence as, okay, this is something we need to address. But that being said, biomechanical, we come going further up. Yes, that's where that sixth dorsal over here that's in trouble is causing everything else to tilt out of alignment, causing more pressure here. But with the triage things. Right now, because of hypoglossal nerve, your tongue is in trouble. That's actually what we're focusing more on. In your future visit, we do need to provide structural and foundational support to make sure that neck stays in put. But right now, the reason why we're focusing just here today is because we have two major nerve branches, sympathetics, parasympathetics. Easy way to explain it, one's a gas pedal, the other's a brake pedal. You don't want to hit both pedals at the same time while you're driving. It's not good. Right now, this area over here is your brake pedal. We're only going to work on the brake pedal today. Everything over here, gas pedal. Over here, this is debatable. Sometimes it acts like a gas pedal, sometimes it acts like a brake pedal. Every person's nerve is unique and different.
Okay.
That's why we map things out. That's what we get away with from time to time to do either parasympathetics or sympathetics on that one. But this one, no, that's clearly sympathetics. And while yes, it provides more support, as you can see, you got this little scoliotic curvature going on in there. And it's causing that twist right there, like this, straight up. And that's also what I'm seeing right here. The fourth cervical is starting to tilt like that direction.
Okay.
So since it's tilted in that direction, that's why it started to irritate that left side of the nerve going over there. Because I see a lot of swelling is on the left hand side. That explains why your muscles, when you try to push against the tongue against my finger, is not as strong compared to the right side. Okay, but at the same time, it's wedged so much this way that's also irritating even the right side a little bit as well. So we're going to focus on this, but keep in mind, as I mentioned before, we do need to work on this in the future visit foundational part, because this, even though I adjust it, it's not going to stay put and it's going to come back in a short period of time. But I can't mix it right now. Let's focus on this right now. Okay, we'll do a two-parter right here. You're going to set this real deep, get this wedge out. Right there. No, don't move. I found your liquid bolt bearing. It's right at this angle. We're going to lock it in. Just set it right there. Go ahead. Try the tongue. Let me know, how does it feel? What's different about it?
I felt it, but
Oh, I know you felt adjustment. Any differences or any changes you notice with your tongue?
this side, it's not touching the teeth anymore.
I'm sorry, say again?
It's not touching my teeth anymore on this side.
It's not touching your teeth?
No.
Okay, that's great. Okay, let's go ahead, let's try the strength test again. Okay, go ahead, push as hard as you can. Good. Try the left. What's different about you feel about that?
It's a little bit stronger on that side.
Say again?
It's a little bit stronger on that side now.
How much stronger would you say compared from the left and from before?
It was like 50% before. Mm-hmm. Now it's like a 70.
Okay, so we raised it quite a bit there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's a great start right there. So close up of your tongue, stick it out. Hey, look at that. You don't have as much ridges as much either. Okay. Oh, stick it a little more. How's the swelling?
I only feel on this side a little bit, not on this side anymore.
Yeah, right? Mm-hmm. The swelling's already calming down. Yeah. So here's what you do. I want you to ice over here. Okay. 20 minutes, every 2 hours, pump all that fluid out of the way, and we'll see you the next time.
Okay.
All right. Give us the latest updates. How's everything coming along?
The swelling has gone down significantly. The marks in my tongue from my teeth is getting better as well.
Yeah, that's great. All right, go ahead, stick your tongue out. Yeah, it's doing a lot better. Not much ridges on the sides over there. Yeah, and the swelling calmed down a lot. How much better would you say your tongue swelling is now?
80% better.
80% better.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a great update right there. We'll keep at it, okay? And we'll keep on working, get some more nerve function out of it.